DeMarcus Lawrence brushing off the offensive tackle, bats down the ball, comes up with the pick.
Spectacular athleticism and a spectacular reading of the play. We were talking about this earlier. When the DN sees the tackle cut blocking him, he knows, it's got to be a three-step drop. So he knows once I get away from the cut block, go up in the air. That's what led to the pick.
College hoops now. Texas senior Kerwin Roach with the monster duck in the upset over North Carolina.
Well, go ahead. You got a roach up in your face.
Man, this ain't no upset. I understand North Carolina's number 7, Texas unranked. When you got a coach as technically sound and as good looking as they at the University of Texas.
No, he's smart, man.
Oh,
he's smart.
Smart, weird guy.
Shaka.
Shaka smart.
Shaka smart.
That's my guy.
Finally, EuroLeague basketball. Not sure this is how they drew it up, but it counts. 2 points, all the same. Off the noggin.
Man, I played basketball with the staff a few months ago. This was the only way our guy Deontay got a bucket. Right off his head.
Yeah, Deontay got him on that one because you're out there seeing and you're looking at him, you're like, okay, I'm just going to use just a basic knowledge. Okay, they got one brother out there. Let me see. He's going to get drafted. No, sir.
Overrated.
Yes, you missed that one. He born on the same tree, but he on the shady side.
Moving on.
He ain't grow up like he's supposed to.
The 5-5 Seahawks and the 6-4 Panthers square off this weekend. Russell Wilson and his league-leading rush offense will look to get over the hump, while Cam Newton will look to keep his Carolina team undefeated at home. Both teams will be jockeying for an NFC wildcard spot down the stretch. Let the drama unfold. See, looking at this game, what do you think is the key to the matchup?
Oh, it's a physical contest. It's going to be which team can exert their will. Right now, Seattle, people, you haven't watched them really close. Man, Seattle is a running, physical football team. And going into last week, leading the National Football League and rushing. And if you hadn't watched Russell Wilson, he's doing less running than he's ever done in his career. So it's not like the numbers are inflated like sometimes we see with the quarterbacks who are more mobile because their numbers are baked into their. No, both of these teams love to be able to run the football, to be able to set them up for some play action pass. Cam Newton playing some of the best football of his career. Can he generate enough big plays in their passing game? Devin Funchess hadn't been that productive, has been injured, might not play in this game. Torrey Smith, he's already out. So now that productivity is going to be laid on the rookie who's had a very promising rookie year. Can he hold that, being the #1 receiver? Is he ready to be able to do that? And that's what. Can he do that in this game? That's what I'm going to be looking at, Nick.
Listen, Carolina was 6-2, flying high.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, on Thursday night, they get blown out by Pittsburgh. Okay, it's Thursday. It happens. You then have the extra half week. You play a Detroit team that is not good, and you play poorly enough that it comes down to the very end. We know what happened. They went for 2, had a guy open, Cam misses the pass, and now all of a sudden they've lost 2 in a row. Now they're playing a team that if they lose to Seattle, they can wake up Monday morning out of the playoff picture for the time being.
Yes.
Seattle have the tiebreaker, Minnesota and Green Bay play each other. Like, it could get real in a hurry for Carolina. One thing to note about Carolina, if you haven't watched them this year, you see, oh, they started 6-2, 6-4, been a good team. There's great defense again in Carolina. No, it's not. Carolina this year, the defense has been underachieving.
Yes.
20th ranked points per game defense, outside of the top 10 in yards per game. They are the second to last red zone defense in football. They're not forcing the turnovers they have in years past. The reason they have these 6 wins is because Cam is playing some of the best football of his career. Norv Turner's been a great addition, as you predicted he would be, and their running game's been consistent. So, like, you can't rely on that Carolina front. They're not getting at the opposing quarterback. They're bottom 10 in the NFL in sacks. Like, it's been an offensive-minded team that has shortened games through the running game and through Cam playing his most efficient football of his career. But this is the biggest game to me of the weekend, because the winner of this game is in great position to be a dangerous wild card team. The loser of this game is facing must-win games the rest of the way.
Seattle, though, is getting after the quarterback. Their pass rush has really stepped up the last couple of weeks. Where does that factor in with a guy like Cam Newton?
Well, the thing about Cam is you have to be careful. You can't get too far up the field because of Cam. If he senses that, he's going to step up in the pocket. Now, Cam, in this type of game, in the NFC, this is more important game than people realize. You only got 6 teams in the NFC. We talk about how stacked the NFC is. At this point in the season, they only got 6 teams got a winning record.
Yep.
And you do not want to go on that other side and what they're going to face. So I think in this game, and the reason why I say that, I think Cam will do more running with the football. He'll try to keep plays alive longer than he maybe did earlier in the season because he knows the importance of trying to get off the snide, trying to get off those 2 losses, and trying to get that good feeling back and try to win this game. So, yes, Seattle has gotten after the passer, but you know, in Cam Newton, you cannot rush him like any other passer. You have to be careful and not give him those running lanes where he can get out of the pocket.
And while Carolina won't be talking about it, they'll only say we're focused on this week. Here's the other thing Carolina knows. Ooh. They got 2 left against New Orleans.
Yes.
They haven't played them yet.
2 out of the last 3 weeks.
And they don't even have the benefit of, right now, you know what Carolina's rooting for? The Rams to lose some games. Because they do not want New Orleans in Week 17 to have the 1 seed on the line. They want New Orleans Week 17 to be resting folks. So, like, Carolina knows against New Orleans, best case scenario is a split. So there's your 5th loss. Like, this team, 6-2, we were talking about Cam being an MVP candidate, this being a team that was still alive for the division. Things can turn just as quickly as things have turned for Dallas in a positive direction over the last 3 weeks. Things could turn that way for the Panthers in a negative direction if they don't take care of home field and win this weekend against Seattle.
All right, got a break. Coming up, has Amari Cooper revitalized the Cowboys season next? First things first.
Give him CPR.
Are you CPR certified, General?
I am.
I knew it.